The PDM and PNP leaders are speaking out on the trial without jury bill that was passed yesterday in the 15th session of the Consultative Forum November 9th. Douglas Parnell, leader of the People's Democratic Movement, the PDM, gave the party's stand.
The whole country and the region and the world knows that we are in a suspended constitutional arrangement which took away our right to trial by jury. And until there's a return of an elected government, that right would not have been returned. So to me, in a way, it's a bit moot. I think we will continue to argue in constitutional negotiations with the UK that any suspension of that right, that constitutional right, should be very prescriptive, which is exactly the recommendation of the Bar Council, the 6 members that voted against the bill, as well as the All-Party Constitutional Commission. And so that is our position, and I think it will remain our position. Now that is sort of a redundancy that's been put in place for this period of suspension, I think that it's incumbent upon me to ask the authorities to make sure that not to take away that right from citizens in the Turks and Caicos Islands willy-nilly. It needs to be something that is used very sparingly in very exceptional circumstances, and certainly we will hold them to their word.
Now, leader of the Progressive National Party, PNP, said this is a sad day for the people of the Turks and Caicos Islands. He expressed shock.
I say this without being disparaging on any of the council members. I was shocked that the bill was passed. I was shocked and dismayed, I think, was overstated. I was hoping that, they would get 2 or 3 votes. Essentially, the nominated members of the council would support it, because clearly that is the administration's intention to have it passed. And I was hoping that all of the belonging members, judging from the public sentiment in relation to the bill, would have voted against it, and then we could squarely tell His Excellency that this is not a bill that enjoys the support of the people of the Turks and Caicos Islands. Regrettably, that did not happen. And I think I listened to a bit of the debate, and I think it was Reverend Mizik who had it right when he said, when everything is said and done, they're going to say, you asked for the bill. You passed it in your forum. And that is where we find ourselves. I mean, Lord Devlin, I think this was mentioned in the Bar Council's submissions. Lord Devlin said trial by jury is more than an instrument of justice and more than one wheel of the Constitution. It is the lamp that shows that freedom lives. Mm-hmm. And, it's sad today that, I have to say our lamp that shows that freedom lives was blown out.
Green added that there is an agenda. He explains.
One of the fundamental problems with the legislation is that it's retroactive, and on its face it's retroactive. And there's a principle: you don't pass legislation that is designed to be retroactive. And they have said on its face that the legislation will apply to every person who has not yet been charged, and that is clearly so that the allegations that are presently against the ministers of the former the last PNP administration, and whomever else, when charges are brought, if they are, and I'm certain they will be guided by this piece of legislation. That is an agenda. That is like the abolition of the right to jury trial. That kind of agenda will ensure that the people of the islands will not have any confidence in judicial decisions.
9 members were in favor of the trial without jury bill, while 6 opposed. For WIV4 News, I'm Takara Bain.